Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's continue discussing Star Trek Picard. Okay, we're through 7 episodes, and the last episode was pretty good. But some of my theories didn't pan out, and some did. Okay. The first theory I had when it came to James Callis was actually that it was a flashback or something in Picard's mind to his father. Well, that actually turned out to be correct. Your gut's always correct the first time. So how about that? I'm still not 100% convinced that there isn't something else going on, that it's a Q implanted thing or something like that, but there's no evidence of that. You know, when Q is involved in the storyline, expect anything. But what I wanted to talk about today is 2 theories. I don't know what you want to call them. Okay, first, let's talk about Agent Wells, Martin Wells. If you haven't seen yet, the same actor that is playing Agent Wells has actually already been in Star Trek before. Jake Carnes played Lieutenant Dosey? Whatever. In the excellent Voyager episode Relativity. So a lot of people immediately start going to the timecop thing. Hear what I'm saying. No, he is not a timecop at all. Okay, so I went back through some of the trailers and started pulling out bits and pieces of scenes that we haven't seen yet. Okay, obviously there's always a chance in a trailer that something was just, cutting room floor stuff that's never going to be seen. Okay, I don't think it's that. The teaser trailer for episode 8 dropped and had another scene in it, which leads me to believe that one of the scenes we saw in an earlier trailer, which was, it appeared to be Vulcans giving a mind meld to a young boy. I believe that young boy is Martin Wells, Agent Wells. Given his attire at the time, I'm thinking 1970s that took place. So what I'm thinking is that this is actually the Vulcan that was seen in that scene is Marcel? I'm horrible with names, folks. From the Star Trek Enterprise episode, Carbon Creek. Remember, at the end of the episode, he elected to stay on Earth. And, Vulcans live a long time. He was very well, most likely alive, during First Contact, even. More than 100 years later. So, this is what I'm thinking. For some whatever reason, Marcel did a mind meld on him, and it put him down the path of chasing extraterrestrials and strange things. I think that's quite possible. When you first look at the scene and you try to compare it to Carbon Creek, they don't really look similar, the actors. I pulled out one of those face aging apps and did a little morphing, and as you can see, they're pretty close, especially when you think about they're probably 20 years maybe of aging, canon wise, in Marcel. So I think what we're seeing is the same thing, same actor. I haven't been able to confirm. I've tried looking up the IMDb credits for episode 8 and nothing is listed. Except Picard and Brent Spiner. So that doesn't help me. Okay. Tell me what you guys think on this theory. Okay. My next theory is, well, not really a theory anymore. I think it's pretty much known at this point, unless they're really doing a deep fake on us, that Girardi is the Borg Queen that we saw in the first episode. Now, there was a blink if you missed it. You would miss it if you blinked. Seen in one of the early trailers from right at the beginning of the season, where you had someone that looked like they put on some kind of leather spandex or something. I mean, it's literally not even a second. It's a few frames. Well, as you can see, they're very similar to what they're wearing. Very looks like the Borg Queen. An evolution of that suit. Very interesting. And as you can see through this episode 8 trailer and some of the other pieces I've been able to put together from some of the other trailers, obviously Girardi is assimilating people, and they all seem to take a darker tone. I'm wondering if the events that we see in episode 1, remember, I've described this as a temporal eddy, and it goes, has to loop back on itself. Again, I'm thinking Girardi stays back and builds a new Borg Legion. It's possible that it's not 400 years time difference between the events of right now and the events of that first episode, but it could be 50 years, 100 years, 20 years, just enough to get that Legion powerful enough, and then Girardi gets homesick, and that she's still the queen. She's still got some form of individuality, takes the Legion to the future and asks for membership. But the journey was very, very draining on them, thus the need for power. So that's what I'm thinking there. So tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment. We only got 3 episodes left. Really exciting season. See you later.